Aloha guys, this is Joyce from Enjoy Scrappin' 2. Today I'm going to be making a Stampin' Up card. I feel like I haven't made a Stampin' Up card in a while because I've been using other companies' stamp set. So today I'm going to focus on Stampin' Up. So I'm going to be using the stamp set called For All Things, which is kind of like a fall type of a stamp set, I love this set. So I'll be using the leaf, the acorn, and all three of the sentiments. And I have a piece of Tim Holtz watercolor paper here, measuring 3 3/4 by 5. I have the Mossy Meadow measuring 4 by 5 1/4 and an A2 size card base. I have 3 leaves cut here, as you can see. I cut this using my scan and cut. I have a video that I showed in another previous video how I'm using my Stampin' Up stamps along with my scan and cut. So if you haven't seen that video, you can go ahead and check that out. So I have this dirty rag here. Sorry about that. And I'm going to try to make my own background using this stamp set, this leaf stamp set. I'll be using 3 different colors, which is Mossy Meadow, Tangela Twist, and Hello Honey. And so what I'm doing is I'm inking up the stamp, and then I'm spritzing water onto the stamp, and then I'm stamping it onto the watercolor paper. After and then for these cutout leaves, I'll be stamping each piece with a different color. So I'll be stamping one in Mossy Meadow, the other one in Tangela Twist, and the other one in Hello Honey. But for the background piece that I was trying to make, I realized that it was too dark for the type of card that I had in mind. So the this one that I'm stamping out, trying to make my own background like this one right here. I won't be using this for this specific card. I'll show you how I use it at the end of the video, but I decided that I didn't like it because it was too dark. So I'll be redoing this portion of it. So I'm kind of debating whether I like it or not, and I decided I didn't like it. So I'm going to start again, and so this time I'm stamping it off on another separate sheet of paper and then stamping it onto this paper. So it kind of gives it more of a lighter color than the other paper that was like way too dark. So I'm stamping it off and then I'm spritzing it with water and then I'm stamping it onto that watercolor paper. So here I am trying to stamp it out using Tangela Twist, the second leaf. And then I'm going to clean my stamps off in between. And then I'm going back with the Mossy Meadow. So I'm inking it up, I'm stamping it off to the side, and then I'm spritzing it with water and then stamping it onto this watercolor paper. I decided to use the Tim Holtz watercolor paper because it was a little bit more whiter than the Strathmore watercolor paper that I normally use. So I'm kind of basically stamping the leaf all over using the 3 different colors. So here I'm using Hello Honey, and then I'm kind of going to fill a little bit more of the paper. So this is really cool because you can make your own background. Um, you can also use the designer series paper that has like a leaf design on it if you prefer. But this is super fast and quick, and you can definitely make multiples of it. So I'm gonna let that dry off to the side, and here I am stamping the last leaf with Hello Honey. I decided maybe it was easier to just lay it on top of the stamp. You could have used a Stampin' jig too, but I felt like it didn't have to be perfect because it kind of has that watercolor look to it. So I'm also stamping the acorn, and I'm going to be using Mossy Meadow for this, and I'm also stamping it off to the side because I don't want it to be dark. I want it to kind of blend in with the rest of the leaves. And so I basically made my own pattern paper, and then I'm going to leave that aside, and then I'm going to work with these 3 leaves, and I'll be stamping the sentiments right on the leaf. So what I'm doing is here I have a Stampin' jig already stamped with the greetings, and I only want to stamp the hello on this leaf. So I'm masking off the fall with a washi tape like that, and then I'm gonna stamp ink up the stamp so I can just get the hello. And I'm gonna be doing this for all 3 of the sentiments. So one is gonna say hello, and then the other one is gonna say grateful, I think. Yeah, grateful. So I put a washi tape on the other word. So I just want the grateful. So I covered up the for you, and then again I'm using the Stampin' jig to just kind of put the grateful in the center of the leaf. Okay, and then lastly, the Mossy Meadow, I'm going to only stamp the thanks. So I'm masking off the top and the bottom of the stamp so I can just get the thanks. So this stamp set and any other stamp set, you could like ink it up in all different colors, like rainbow colors if you like. So, I mean, you can use your Stampin' jig and you can just stamp out each word in different color if you like. So I have all 3 of the sentiments, a part of the sentiment stamped on the leaf. And now I'm going to put the card together. So I have my background paper that I created, and I'm going to attach it to the Mossy Meadow. I'm using the Tombow multi-mono glue, and I'm attaching it to the Mossy Meadow. And then I'm going to use some baker's twine. I have this black baker's twine. I think it's a Celebrated brand. I like it because it's really dark. So I'm wrapping it around about 3 times. And I'm going to just tape it on the back. And I'm not going to be putting a bow or anything. I'm just going to leave it like that as is. And then I'm going to attach it to my A2 size card base. And I'm putting a lot of adhesive on where the baker twine is. And I realized that for some reason it was cut. The baker's twine was cut in the center. So I had to retape down the baker's twine. And so I'm putting a lot of adhesive on this card front. And then I'm going to attach it. And then for the 3 leaves, I'm going to put some foam adhesive on them. So I have some a roll of foam adhesive. Sometimes I like this because then I can just cut it to the size that I want. I can get a really long strip if I want. And I'm kind of laying down how I want this set of leaves to kind of go. And then I position it and then I adhere it. But after I adhered it, I realized that I should have inked up the edges of the leaf. Then it would have stood out a little bit more. So this is the second card I made. With the first time I stamped that out and I didn't like that. So I just went ahead and just stamped the sentiment and that banner as well. And then I attached it to another card base. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.